See there? Look at that. Alright. So we're in Oklahoma right now. We're turning on historic Route 66. Here we are, Route 66. Alright. Hopefully it'll quit raining. I need a new windshield wiper. I need 2 new wipers. Here we are, so we're on the Oklahoma side. Oh boy, this guy's coming up behind me pretty fast. He doesn't know I'm taking a video. Alright, so come on, quit raining. See, this is State Line Road right here. Right here. Now we are in Kansas. We went from Ottawa County, Oklahoma. Now we're in Cherokee County, Kansas. On historic Route 66, we are entering Baxter Springs, Kansas. And we're going Route 66 east. And the day is, what is the day, brother?
Saturday the 12th.
July 12th.
No, July 12th, sorry.
And what is the year?
2025.
2025? How did we get here so quick? Okay, here we are. Here's the city limits of Baxter Springs. Used to be an old Walmart there on the right. Now it's the Tractor Supply. I'm going to have a video of Baxter Springs really soon. Driving around the town. A lot of history here in Baxter. The first cow town in Kansas. There's the Vance Steakhouse. This little store here, there on the left, next to the H&R Block, used to be the Chuck Wagon. Oh, that rain is getting us. And that used to be the Video Mart years ago. That used to be Simple Simon's Pizza. A lot of neat stuff. We're going to probably keep it straight to the road. I'm going to try not to move you around a lot here because I plan to show you more of the details of everything on Route 66 soon. Yeah, there's our Sonic. Every town has one. There's the Pizza Hut. Baxter Springs got a new fire department. I'm moving you. Right there it is. See that beauty? Historic Route 66. And that's a new little drugstore. Gets you drugs. And that's Bricks and Brew in an old building that used to be Bob Page's. And look, the Harps used to be, what was it? Devil's IGA?
Yeah.
We're halfway through Baxter. There's the old Subway. There used to be a grocery store there. I think it's going to quit raining. Yeah, the sun's coming out for us, brother.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, we're going to go after we do this video. We're going, what is going on? This guy with his big dog crossing nonchalantly. Storm hit up here a while back. Right in this area here. Broke some windows and tore off a few roofs. There's the visitor center right there on the right. There we go. now we're on real close to where the Baxter Springs Massacre happened. Right here on the right is the fort. This gas station here on the left. Right here it's for sale. It is for sale. There's the sign. Straight, that would have been the regular route. There are a few different roads to take here, so this is the old route. I don't know the years. Do you know the years, brother? Oh, they're tearing the house down. Oh no. What did they do with the lady? Does she own that house?
I don't know.
Okay. So right here, there used to be an old ice cream shop there, like a drive-in, and they tore it down overnight. I'm not for sure why. There's some controversy with that, but it's gone now. Right here, on the left there, used to be an old gas station. Right here on historic Route 66. A lot of changes. The old highway. A lot of Civil War history along here as well. I like how they have it painted in spots. It's nice. Road is pretty rough. I think this is Willow Creek, I believe, isn't it? Is it Willow Creek?
I'm sure.
See, we could, if we didn't turn off, that is also considered Route 66. I like going this way though. I like seeing the old highway. They're eventually going to have to pave it though, because it's getting, I've driven this road many times and it's getting more rough by the day. You can see the grass growing up. Rainbow Bridge, 1926. What do they call it? Marsh Bridge. What if only a few left in the country, I believe. in there. Right down the center line. See it, brother?
Yeah.
This is beautiful. And you can drive on the bridge. If nobody's on there, we'll turn around and drive on the bridge. Don't you have to go down?
Yeah.
See it? Oh, I don't think anybody's there. Right, so we'll come out on this end. We'll drive up here. How beautiful the bridge is. Rainbow Bridge, they call it. Route 66. Now this area, I was reading an article the other day in an old newspaper, and they said it was the first part of the area that was paved because they had a lot of mining in this area, so they would use the chat. They called it like Riverton Road or something like that. But here it is, historic Route 66 outside of Baxter Springs, Kansas on Rainbow Bridge. Historic byway. I think about Dad a lot when I come down here. He liked this area. See it?
Oh, yeah.
Rainbow Bridge. That's a new sign they put up there. They just painted it. Isn't that nice? Oh look, somebody put skid marks on the Route 66 sign on the road. I don't know why people think vandalism is such a fun thing. There we are. That was a Rainbow Bridge. I think that was a 1926 bridge, if I remember right. If I'm wrong, I'll put it down in the description. So see, if you go to the right, you head towards California. You go to the left, you head towards Missouri. Definitely going to Missouri. Today, anyways. Alright, so here shortly we will be in Riverton, Kansas. Somebody driving the road. Oh, yeah. Tourists. Historic Route 66. I'm so mad now. I had an original Route 66 sign, Missouri Route 66 sign, and I sold it when I moved years ago to New Jersey. I sold it. I regret it often. Out there throwing blue paint on it, but they caught them on camera. They didn't know there was a camera. I don't know if they caught them or not. I just remember reading about it, and I thought, why would you do such a thing? But they do. They like that kind of thing. It's the kind of people we have living amongst us. Alright, so here we go. They must have just paved that little section. Now we're going to be in Riverton, Kansas. There's a famous, what's a deli now, but what is it called? The Riverton?
Old store.
The little store?
Old store.
Old Riverton Old Store. Riverton Mini Storage. 66 East. Oh, look at that water tower. Riverton Ram's water tower. This is a really little town. They still have a post office here?
No, I think it's only good.
There's the high school there. Unincorporated Riverton. Historic Route 66 going through Riverton, Kansas. Now up here is the little old store. A lot of changes to that gas station recently, I've noticed. The canopy is gone. Now this right here is the old store right there. Old Riverton store. And look, right there at the Dollar General. That's a pretty new one too. Can't go anywhere without seeing a Dollar General these days. But the good news about that one, they didn't put a grocery store out of business there. It was actually one that was probably needed. There's the Spring River we just drove over. We're still in Kansas. We will be heading into the great city of Galena, Kansas here shortly. Now there are two routes here. We're going to take the old route and we will see a muffler man. The only muffler man on historic Route 66 here in Kansas. You'll see that shortly. I hope it's not dark. It's very cloudy today. There's a flea market there on the right. What do you think, brother?
What a nice day today.
Yeah, it actually turned out pretty nice today. A little bit of rain helped cool it down. We've got the windows down. Hair blowing in the wind. 5 miles. Another Dollar General serving the town of Galena, Kansas, the only grocery store in town. One of 20,500 at the last count that I heard. Okay, now there's a lot of stuff here. I'm going to have to do a video of Galena as well. It's coming up. Look at this old depot. They did move it. But look at that. That's the old museum. I'm ashamed to say I have not been there, but I will. And that's the old jail. Okay, so that's where Houdini performed in 1902? I forget the day. January 9th, 1902. Houdini performed in this town. Do like a spiritual thing. All right, there he is. See him? The Muffler Man. Now I just turned off of Route 66 so we could see the Muffler Man. There he is. He's known as Big A here at the old Texaco gas station. Hi, Muffler Man. I have a video called The Rise of Big A. It's when they installed him. A lot of cool stuff here. There we go. A lot of nice businesses in town. Now look, let's see that water tower. Oh, I think they're finished. Maybe that's the design they were going for. Over there, brother. Okay. Alright, so here we are, downtown Galena. Very historic town. I said the doctors would sleep during the day and work at night. Lots of mining. There's an old flea market there on the right. I'll have another video coming up of all the old stores in town. Taken very good care of the town. Now up here on the right will be cars on the route. Next to that old brothel over there, I do have a video of cars on the route. And there's old Mater, and that's what they say was the old brothel. Now here's the road made of mine tailings from the mines. They also have a old dump ground up here on the right. Alright, there we are. Look, there's a line for the new, that's a new attraction there. You can drive through. And this is Luigi's pit stop. A lot of people here. There's the old traction sign. There's the feet of the old Muffler Man that used to stand there. He was a homemade guy. They caught fire. I don't know what happened to him. I have a video of him still standing. Here we go over the old bypass. I believe this bypass is on the historic register. The Register of Historic Places. Oh my goodness. Whew. There we have it. The railroad. We're running next to the railroad. To the train tracks. We will be in Missouri here in a little bit. What, about half a mile?
Yeah, I think so.
And that'll be the entire I think it's 13.6 miles of Kansas. We've almost driven the whole Route 66 through Kansas. From the Oklahoma state line to the Missouri state line. And this I saw on the news. Train car vandals. Look what they did to that. They had it all fixed up. Look at that. Look what they've done. They burned it and then they put graffiti on it. Why? Look at these old trains. Old water tower. I'm not sure what that is back there, or what that is, but the railroad tracks. There's like a pond there. What is that, brother? Do you know? And then here we go. Right around the corner, we are going to hit I think it's the Jasper County line. Jasper and Newton County run real close together in this area of Missouri. But I believe this is going to be Jasper, Missouri. But right now we're still in Kansas. Historic Route 66. Still in Kansas, and we're going to hit many of the Route 66ers don't know about this, but this is where the yellow brick road is, right here. This is State Line Road. We're going to hit Missouri. See that yellow line right there? That's the yellow brick road. We are in Kansas. Let's see. Let's get Missouri. That's the State Line Road. Kansas on the right, Missouri on the left. And there's the yellow brick road. Look, we're halfway. Kansas, Missouri. Hogs and hot rods. All right, here we go. All right, so there's Kansas on the right, Missouri on the left. Historic Route 66. We're heading that way. And that was Kansas. Bye, Kansas. All right, we're going to walk it real quick. Kansas. Yeah. State Line Road. Missouri. All right, we are in Missouri, Historic Route 66. There used to be a bowling alley, I think. Wasn't that a bowling alley? Yes. Running down fast, folks. Get out there and see it if you want to drive Route 66. There are some parts that people are holding on to, but it's disappearing fast. That's why I'm making these videos. Along the way. I think that's an old church. I always thought that. Okay, so this is the old route. Now, if we would have went straight back there when we were talking in Galena, we didn't turn by the Muffler Man, that would have been another route. I don't know the years. I think this is the earliest route that I know of here. There's another route that's questionable, but you can see that in my other video. Alright, so here we are outside of Joplin, Missouri on Historic Route 66. Now we are going to be This is still considered Joplin because we are in Missouri. I don't know if may have one time been considered Bell Center. I'm not sure, but I'm sure this was a different town at one point. But now it's Joplin, and we will be heading straight on up to Rangeline Road. Probably, what, 2, 3, 5 miles at the most?
Yeah.
East on Route 66. See the byway sign? Maybe cloudy, but at least it's not hot. It's been brutally hot the last few days in this area. All over the country. Now, up here on the right, where you can turn up here, can you see that steeple right there? That used to be an old church, and they kept the steeple. See that? They put a little Noah's Ark there. I'm glad they kept the steeple at least. Historic Route 66, there's the old FedEx. Guess they store their trucks there, huh? Or maybe they bought them? I don't know. There's a water tower back there. A few salvage yards. See right there's one. I don't think they're open anymore, are they? I knew it was a private residence at one time years ago. Oh, look at that. You see that? Weird built up motorcycle. See, that's a salvage yard there on the left. Garage sale sign. Oh, that's a moving sale sign too. Alright, there's a Freeman Liquidators. It used to be a salvage yard, I believe. Alright, well here is Schifferdecker Road. And then we'll be taking that up to Rangeline. It's starting to rain again. It's starting to rain again. Taco Bell. Their bland sign. Joplin, Missouri. Historic Route 66 is a water tower. Nice little water tower. She saw back there was a Walmart. Now that Walmart, before it was there used to be a smaller Walmart up here on the left. It's a building now. It used to be a big call center. See, there it is. That used to be Walmart. Now it's just an empty building from what I'm aware of. Now that used to be right there was the Hardee's. I have a video on that. This beefaroo place has taken over the old Hardee's buildings. Acted like they were going to open up and they never did. And there's the old Long John Silver's. Now look here. They tore down, it was the Old Babes, and what else was there, brother? The Walgreens, closed Walgreens. See, look at that.
They just got this side.
Factory owns the Family Dollar, so they just moved right on in. That was Maiden Lane. We passed back there. The Dollar General is right there. I thought they moved it. There's an old gas station right there. See that? The new courthouse there on the left, that big square looking building. Alright, so that was Pearl, intersection of Pearl and Wall Street. Alright, Main Street is coming up. There's the new complex. It used to be called the Memorial Hall behind this. So here's Main Street, Joplin, Missouri, corner of historic Route 66. Now if you go left here, that's also a Route 66. Left on Main, or you can go straight, which is straight up here towards Rangeline, which is the route that we're going to be taking. I also have to have a video coming from that side on Main Street, going straight down Main here in Joplin. So this is going straight up 7th Street. Route 66. And we'll probably continue on that way you can see until we get out of the city limits, because this is from 7th Street starting in Joplin all the way to the end of it. But I'll show you where, we will show you where Route 66 is. East right now, and if you're wondering, the tornado that came through here hit more to the right. This is 7th Street. I would say around what the 18th Street, 20th Street area to probably 32nd. It was huge. So over here on the right, you can't see it from here, but it used to be a Sears Center. Sears, it was huge, and they had like a movie theater, and then they turned it into like a call center, and now I believe it's empty. I'll have to do another video about that another day. And here we are at the corner of 7th and Murphy Boulevard, historic Route 66 in Joplin, Missouri. Signs so much better, like all the old fast food signs better. They had more character. I care about my fast food signs. Okay, so here's a little neighborhood market in case we didn't have enough Walmarts. And then up here on the left, you'll see a dispensary, another one here in Joplin, called Green Light Dispensary. That building used to be what they called the Red Lion. It was a real famous bar here in Joplin. Right there. That was the Red Lion. Now you can get your weed at the Red Lion, the old Red Lion location. And there's the corner store. So we're at the corner of St. Louis and 7th Street, historic Route 66 in Joplin, Missouri. go. We're almost to the end. Maybe another mile left here of historic Route 66. A lot of old buildings. A lot of new stuff coming out. So this used to... We lost all of our grocery stores. Or they lost them. I mean, the country's lost them. We have lost them. I always like that old building. That on the corner, see that building there on the corner? That used to be an Aldi years ago. Rangeline Road's coming up here. We're still on historic Route 66, Joplin, Missouri. The big lots, they're closed now. I thought they opened back up here, but they didn't. A lot of stuff was in there. It was closed. I think they had a Staples at one time. What else did they have there? Party City. Closed. Alright, so here it is. Rangeline Road, 7th Street and Rangeline Road, historic Route 66. If you want to continue on Route 66, you would go to the left. But we are at the end of our Route 66 tour, but we're going to continue on until we get outside of Joplin. Alright, bye historic Route 66. We are now just on 7th Street. Oh wait, no, they're still calling it 66. See right there?
Oh yeah.
Huh. Wow. Well, this is new to me. They must have just renamed it, because this is not, from what I know and my knowledge, this is not Route 66, even though there's a sign that just called it 66 East. But we're still on what they call 7th Street in Joplin, Missouri. The college will be up, towards the left. Relatively new one too. It's been a long time since I've been this way, but I don't remember that Dollar General. They literally pop up overnight, it seems. Yeah, if you go to the left here, I think we might be what they call it Dunawig now, or Duquesne. Yeah, it's Duquesne Road. Oh yeah, it would be Duquesne, Missouri. But if you go to the left back there at that stoplight, it would lead you to the Missouri Southern College. Look at that old barn. So that's the end of our tour here at in Joplin, Missouri. Now, if we continue on, and we are going to continue on up here, there is like you can get on the interstate, I believe, up here. What, about another mile, 2 miles? Alright, so it's Route 66, Joplin, Missouri. July 13th, July 12th, 2025. Actually, this is not, we're ending it on 7th Street, Joplin, Missouri. Alright, so we're coming back this way, and I just noticed this old gas station on the corner of 7th and Murphy Boulevard is now closed. That gas station is a service station here in Joplin, Missouri, historic Route 66, 7th Street. So I just want you to see this, and me and the brother are going to hit around the corner, or we're going to go around the corner and he's going to get a little bit closer video of it. 66 West. Here it is. Right there, brother. The old service station. It's full of cars there. And while we're here, I'm just going to go ahead and pull in and show you the old Sears building here and where the movie theater was. This is also where the DMV is. I don't know if it still is. It used to be. There's all these little stores. But see, right in front of us, that used to be a call center. And the last call center that was in there was called Aegis, and they did campaigns for like United Healthcare, different health care places, Experian, different stuff. But this was like a mall. It was the Sears Mall. This whole area. So, you know, there's the Sonic. There's Route 66 over there. Over there on the other side of Sonic. And then here, it's closed now. There used to be call centers all over this town. You would see them just driving by. But now everybody works from home, supposedly. Or maybe they work from India. But here, this was all the old call center / Sears Center. That's where they'd go shopping. I barely remember because I am from the 4-state area. See, is that the post office there? See that? Empty building now. Literally wasted. It's really actually pretty sad. Isn't that sad, brother?
Yeah.
Now, was this the DMV? I don't know. Whatever it is, it's gone now. I think there was a post office. No, that was a post office. Right? Yes, because see, there's the post office box. You know, I'm not real sure. That over there was the DMV, right?
Yeah.
Oh, nothing. They did move.
That was a big.
No, maybe that is. It says right there, Missouri Highway Patrol. I thought this was all part of the Sears. Like where they have their little shops. Look at that, just completely closed down. It looks like the DMV is still there. Now, I don't know. If you do know, please comment in the bottom. The whole shopping center gone. But they still have their handicap spots, so I'm thinking the DMV is there. Now this right here, that was the movie theater, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was, they called it the Sears Movie Theater. And I remember they had like $2 movies. And we're talking like in the 90s, 80s, 90s, late 80s, early 90s. Actually, that was, yeah, like probably mid 90s. I'm sure they were there since the 80s, but yeah. Right off of historic Route 66. Gone are the days. Gone are the days. Building something right there. It's so wasteful. See the little bridge? There used to be something over there. See, that's another reason I'm doing these videos. Of course, my memory is bad anyways. I can't remember anything. Like they tear down a building, I think, oh, I'll always remember that was there. No, I don't. So here we have it. Getting some video along the way. I feel like crying. Isn't it really sad? That parking lot. Now you shop from your living room. The future generations They won't know the kind of joy that we knew. We didn't even know it was joy. Might not have been joy, but it was a happiness that doesn't exist anymore. Now we have to find happiness in new things. All right, well, there we have it. July 13th, July 12th, 2025, off of historic Route 66 in Joplin, Missouri.